Hi friends, welcome back. Today I'm very excited to share a journal cover from Bassy Co. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that I recently purchased a Sterling Ink B6 Common Planner, a half-year version, because it is a planner that starts in July and ends in December because it is the half year book. They also sell a full year book, but I didn't really order it in time because I wasn't really thinking of using it back then. I was looking for something a little bit larger than an A6, which I've been using for the past 2 years or so. But smaller than the A5, which I find a bit too overwhelming for me. And so wanted to try out the B6. So far, in my initial use, I think it might be the perfect size for me. So I'll quickly show you my Common Planner and then what I purchased from Bassy Co. So this is my B6 Sterling Ink Common Planner half-year book. This is the second book in the half-year, I guess, set. What I was struggling with in the Hobonichi was I just hated having the quotes on the bottom because they took up so much precious writing space. I just wasn't loving the quotes and the reference pages that I never used in the back. It just seemed like a waste. So I purchased this because I figured the weekly pages would take place of my Hobonichi Weeks book. The monthly would also serve that purpose. And then the blank pages, I am already starting to do a little bit, but it's going to be a little less personal, more daily memory keeping. This one will mainly have like work tasks and personal tasks, which is what I had in my Hobonichi Weeks, and then any events monthly as well. That's my B6 Common Planner so far. Maybe I'll have an update once I use it for a bit more time. And here is what this video is all about. So I've already unboxed it because I was just too impatient. But for since I ordered the B6 Common Planner, I've been looking around for a cover and finally decided to go with Bassy Co. I love supporting small businesses in the US whenever I can, especially because it also means that the time for receiving my product is a little bit quicker than those overseas. So after doing a lot of researching and discussing with friends online, I decided on Bassy Co. And I am so happy with what I received. So here is the cover that I picked. I purchased through their Etsy shop, but they also have their own website where you can order the same things. And this is just their thank you card. They're located in West Virginia, which is really great. Everything is handmade and really wonderful quality. It was hard to choose, but every order comes with this really nice leather coaster as well. I love it. It's going to sit on my desk and be well used and loved. So here it is. This is the planner journal cover that I ordered from their Etsy shop. So this is the B6 Studio Deluxe leather planner cover. And for the customized versions, you can pick the leather colors as well as if you would like a front pocket, a pen loop strap, or you can get like a snap closure. And those are customizations that you pay an additional fee for adding on. So this is the honey leather, and I opted to add on a olive leather front pocket, and they have different sizes. This is the medium size. I actually sent a question for Heather, the founder. She was so quick to respond and was so friendly because I wasn't sure. I couldn't really visualize the pocket size, so I asked her if she might have a photo of the medium on a B6 and then the small sized pocket. She immediately sent me a picture, which was so kind of her. And so then I decided to go with medium. And I think it looks great. I could have gone with the large and it would have come out to a little bit closer to the spine. But I think the medium still looks great with this. And then I went with the olive stitching for all around, and I think it just looks really, really pretty and gives it a little bit of an accent. And then I also opted to get this pen loop strap. So this one holds 2 pens, and I picked the elastic color to match. This is honey. They also have different elastic colors that you can choose. And then I picked an olive leather for the pen holder. And so you just insert the pen here and it holds it as well. And then on the inside, it's also that same honey leather with the olive stitching all around, and then the honey elastics on the inside. And then you also get a pen loop as well with the Studio Deluxe style. You can also opt for different style pockets, but I think that is a customization as well. And then you have the beautiful Bassy Co stamp on the back. And I just think it is so well made. The leather is super nice quality. Look how thick this is, but yet everything is so perfectly and beautifully made. I am very happy with my first purchase, and honestly, I'm super excited to purchase another cover from them. So let me show you how I am using this cover with my B6 Sterling Ink Common Planner currently, and my plans for these extra elastics, because I was looking for a cover that would fit the B6 planner but also have that option of like a traveler's notebook. Honestly, there aren't many B6 notebooks on the market, like just in general, or that are slim enough to fit additionally. So I have a few that I ordered from Jet Pens that I'm still waiting on, so I'm going to experiment with them. But I don't really know if like 2 full-size B6 notebooks, so by full size I mean like over 200 pages or something like that, would fit nicely in this. But as you'll see when I put in my notebooks, there is a lot of extra room in here without feeling too like loose and open, that you probably could fit another notebook, another full-size notebook. So we will see, but let me show you how I am initially setting this up, and I'll also compare some other notebook sizes as well so you can see the difference. Okay, so what I have in here right now is I did purchase a B6 notebook refill from Bassy Co because I was very curious, and since I just have not seen any other B6 sized journal refills on the market, I was very curious to see their notebook refills, and they offer many different sized refills, but in the B6 size they actually offer, I believe it's like 4 paper options. So I picked the grid paper. I think I should have picked up a few more, but I'm really happy with this. I'm excited to use it, and the paper is actually pretty good. I tested it with a fountain pen initially, and it holds up pretty well. I mean, there's a tiny bit of ghosting, but you can't really tell, and the paper is pretty good quality. The website doesn't really tell you much about the paper in their refills, but it's really not bad. So this, I'm still not sure what I'm going to be using it for, but I think I'll just keep it here for like ad hoc notes. I was thinking maybe I'll do some like tracking in here. Like I have my health tracking and like some of the things that I was tracking in my Hobonichi weeks, I might put it in here. Not quite sure yet. And then here you have my Sterling ink. And then here you have my Sterling ink common planner. I just slipped it in the folio pocket here, which I think it just fits really nicely, even with the clear cover. I technically don't need the clear cover, but I like it because I have the vellum within that, and I think it looks better. And as you can see, it doesn't like lay flat, but when you close it, it fits pretty nicely, and there's still a bit of space. So you could fit, I bet you could fit 2 B6 size full notebooks nicely. So yeah, I'm really excited for this convenience and for working with this and seeing how it goes. I was also thinking, because I have an additional strap, I could keep like a small field notes or passport to TN notebook in there, and it also fits very nicely. There's tons of space. I could even fit an A6 Hobonichi sized notebook. As well, if I wanted to. And look, there's so much space still. I mean, I do need this elastic closure to keep it shut, but the good news is it all fits so nicely, and like there's so much room still. I love it. I think this might be my perfect journal size, journal and planner size. Because I'm still in a lot of the A6 Hobonichi journals, I really want to finish up the ones that I have and just not commit to any other sizes just yet. So that's great because I can still carry it around in this if I wanted to, and also use my other journals at the same time. But I think moving forward, I want to get more B6 notebooks and planners. Let me show you in comparison because I was curious about this, and here's the B6 compared to an A6 size notebook. So definitely a lot more room than an A6 notebook, which is great because honestly I've been feeling a little too squished in an A6 journal, if that makes any sense, but not like overwhelmed, which I really love about the B6. And here's the B6 in comparison with a traveler's passport size, so almost just a little bit smaller than the A6, and that's the cover, but then here is the actual like notebook size, so definitely tiny. But I love the passport as my like everyday carry, and I keep it in my purse and just love it for jotting down notes and also having just like a monthly and weekly overview with me. Here is the Traveler's Standard size compared to the B6. The Traveler's Notebook Standard is, of course, much taller and slightly slimmer than the B6. So let me show you the insert. Yeah, you can tell. There it is. It is slightly thinner and then taller. And that is one of the reasons like I don't mind the standard size, but I just can't get into it as much as like a regular journal for me. I don't prefer the taller, slim pages. I much prefer like a fuller, traditional sized journal for longer writing sessions. This I use for ad hoc notebooks like my book log, little travel like scrapbook journaling kind of things. I wanted to get into it more because I loved the all-in-one system, but this is why covers like this that have the option of adding additional journals and refills in a larger size is so appealing to me. And then here is the B6 in comparison with the A5. You can't even see the notebook, but here it is in comparison with the B6. So the A5 is slightly wider and slightly taller, but not by much. But the thing is, if you find the A5 pages to be intimidating, I think you would really like the B6. That's what I have found, especially what I've seen, which is what I was trying to do with the B6. I can easily just write like a half a page and then on one day, and then I write another half page on another day, and it just seems a little less overwhelming. And I feel like you definitely could do that in the A5, but for me the A5 is like a lot of space. That's why I use the A5 for a lot of note taking, and I find it's very comfortable for note taking, but that's not always the case for my journaling. So yeah, the A5 compared to the B6. And I think if you're talking about like the Hobonichi planners compared to the common planner, like here's the A6 planner. This is the Avec A6. You get all of this, and if you have the English version, the Japanese version, whatever, you get a quote on the bottom, you get a little calendar. It's fine, but it like takes up an extra part of your page, and then so you're really conformed to just this much, and for me it's just not enough, and I just like the flexibility of having the option to have an entire blank page. I do love the dated dailies for the Hobonichi, so I think I'm going to keep this system because I have another book to do for my son's memory keeping. So I kind of just have daily photos and a little bit about what happened during the day with him in this Avec A6. So I'll finish that off. But as I was saying, like you get all of these extra pages in the back, whether it be for your Hobonichi A6 planner or the Hobonichi Weeks or the cousin. You get all these extra like lists and reference pages, which like maybe some people use. Obviously, if you have the Japanese version and you speak and read Japanese, maybe it's nice. Or if you have the English version, I personally never use it and don't ever really need to read any of this. And I don't even use the lists or anything. So for me, it's like a chunk of wasted pages. And let me just see. Yeah, and I don't even use these, at least for the A6. I was starting to try and track inks from the journaling pages that I used, what inks I used, but if you have these monthlies, and you're just trying to use it for journaling, and then you have the monthly, I don't use this. So that's another chunk of pages that are not usable in my perspective. I am very impressed and pleased with this Bassy Co leather traveler's notebook cover. The quality is so nice and the leather is beautiful. Everything is so well handmade. I can't wait to purchase more items from their shop. And I've really been enjoying my B6 Sterling Ink Common Planner so far, and I am just very excited to continue using it and seeing how it works for me. I know that Sterling Ink recently released a whole collection of new common planner sizes and more flexibility in the layouts. So let me know in the comments below if you're picking up any new common planners for 2024. I think I'll be sticking to B6 and A6 sizes. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.